See, that kind of came out fast. Hey, y'all. It's us again, Mr. and Mrs. Ding, ding,
Beautiful.
ding. Beautiful.
Hey y'all.
You're so beautiful.
Yeah, you back to singing.
I felt like I was out the pocket again.
Move.
No, babe, don't you move now, because I know you know that I need your armrest. My chair don't have no armrest, so I need your armrest to help me. Hey y'all, I hope everybody's Thanksgiving was good, and their Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday was just as good as well. Um, our Thanksgiving was all right. It was cool.
Yep, we had a good
Yeah,
time.
had a good time. A couple of laughs and giggles. You know, that's what good thing about Thanksgiving is spending that time with the family. Now, so we're gonna kind of, before we jump into it, y'all. We're gonna kind of go into a Thanksgiving topic real quick. By the show of hands, who's in here? Who is tired of Thanksgiving food? You.
Why are you still eating things?
No. The traditional Thanksgiving food every year for Thanksgiving, because most of us that
y'all.
do Christmas dinner also pretty much have the same thing that we have for Thanksgiving. We have for Christmas dinner. Yeah, so that's the question. Some people, I asked this question while I was at work. One person actually told me they went to Texas Roadhouse. I was like, hey, that was almost me and Trina's move was to go out. And
I know they was open. We
might have went. And
listen, let me do some research on Longhorn though, because if they was open,
man, you know how I feel about Longhorn.
Like, we're not coming.
You know how I feel about Longhorn. But now, is it bad to go out on a Thanksgiving?
I actually know a couple of people that went out for Thanksgiving this time and said it was the best experience that they ever had.
Yes, because they don't have to clean up, bro. You can leave your trash on the table, get up and walk away. You can unbutton your pants at the table and just sit back and be like, you know what?
Oh my gosh.
We ain't in no rush to leave. We ain't in no rush to clean up, nothing. So our oldest, she was a little disturbed that we was gonna do that. I'm like, you're not even gonna be here for this Thanksgiving. How you gonna get mad at what we do? I don't think the kids would have cared, but we could have easily dropped them off at my house. Hey, we can go out. We'll come back and pick them up. But yeah, so that's Thanksgiving, and then we got Christmas coming up. Hope everybody is getting their gifts and things. Yeah. So, of course, now we get back to our regularly scheduled broadcast, which is Unscripted Beautiful Life.
Hey, beautiful.
So our topic today kind of stems back to not last week, but the week before, when we were talking about the power of one.
Because you said unbuckle the pants.
Yeah, man. That's if you unbuckle your pants. I'm sorry, y'all. We getting off topic. You can get 2 more plates. You can get 2 more plates. But you can't buckle the pants back up that night. But yeah. But I definitely don't eat as much as I used to on Thanksgiving. I think I might have had 1 plate, and that ain't normal. But I think we just overdo it on Thanksgiving and Christmas time.
I didn't. That was good.
Yeah, no. Sometimes we eat till we get miserable, and that's not good. So the topic today was setting. I sent it to Trina. I said setting long-term goals, but I think it's just setting goals as a couple. Because again, the topic kind of goes back to when we were talking about one, because the whole object of relationships is to kind of come together as one. And I think setting relationship goals, or however you may want to call them, and it's funny because we were also talking about with Jay Sunshine, she doesn't call them SMART goals, she calls them
the faith goals.
Yes, see,
CJ, we continue in the comments. We should have sent her an invite.
And it's funny because I didn't even think about it until I seen her come on here. I was like, dang, we just talked about faith goals last time. But it kind of ties into that as well, and I'm not gonna touch that faith stuff. That's all you, Jay. I am not going there because I don't even know the acronyms. Oh, I do. Still got my paper right here. But we're not going there. But I was just thinking of setting long-term goals or setting goals as a couple, or you could say as a family. Um, so what you got to speak on that, babe?
I'm
Anything?
following your lead because
So
I think it's important. One, it's something we've never done.
yes,
So I'm
yes.
very open to I'm very open to with this discussion to see where you going with it to figure out. Oh no, I need a no, I don't agree. That type of thing. But
Sure,
I'm
that's what this unscripted is. That's what this unscripted is.
I'm
You know
open
it.
to because we've never thought about it like
Nope,
individually. I think I know I've done goals of what I want to do personally, professionally, that type of thing, but we
never,
definitely have not
never.
done anything about the goals or even included the kids in
Nope,
that.
nope.
So I think it's definitely something to do.
So that's guess what, y'all? We get to do this with y'all. We get to do it with you. Now, I'm pretty sure some of y'all already have started setting some goals.
Well, hold on, y'all. This is a plug for Jay. What we talking about right now, get to her event because what she tells you is also going to pull in the conversation as well. So I think we need to do this after we do
Don't
the
so we got to
no
change our
no
topic.
no do
Oh,
the
I'm about to
topic
say,
now
dang,
to
babe.
hit no do the topic now, but like maybe we can start the discussion on what we want the family goals to be, but
And
then once
then,
we get to her event and she drops her gems,
so hold on.
then we can
What day is
come
that
back
event
and
again?
read December 28th. So get y'all tickets.
December 28th.
It is, oh, what was the bit?
Is it
It's
rain, sleet, shine, and all that? We
oh
there?
I'll leave her to comment.
Oh, she about to comment. She gonna comment. That's
Yeah,
that
but
question was for you, Miss J.
go get your tickets. It is bit.ly. Hold on, I'm gonna get it. I got it because I just got it from her.
So while Trina's looking for that, I'll just continue with the and it's funny. It's funny because like Trina said, we've never sat down and discussed our goals. And these things could be any range of things. Because it could be a
Oh, it's
financial
say
goal.
something.
It could be your location where y'all want to live, like where you want to retire. It's a lot of goals that we don't think about on a day to day that can affect us in the long term, right?
Yep.
So we go back, right, and we've talked about this a little while ago. We were talking about the empty nest syndrome. You don't want to get to that point where you at that the empty nest and then y'all looking at each other like y'all don't like each other.
Oh, I got it.
So we're gonna pause for a second.
I'm gonna
Oh,
put.
she typing it in the
Oh, I
Bentley.
don't think I can put it in here.
Oh,
Maybe not,
we're
but
gonna try.
I'll put it in the description, Jay. Too.
Um, so Trina, normally I get a text from Trina of right midday. What's our topic? I was on top of it today. I didn't get that text. I shot it to her before she shot me a text. and then, I'm gonna tell y'all, anytime she doesn't come up with the topic, I have to kind of lead it. And then I'm like, dang, I don't like leading it, babe, because I go everywhere. I be everywhere with my topics. I'm like all around. I'm all around. Somebody check the link to make sure it worked. Just to make sure. Wow, click that link and let us know it worked, y'all.
Get your ticket while you're there.
Hey, babe, what that R mean?
That's just the restream
Oh,
host.
okay, sorry. So setting I this is just personal things to us again because we ain't said this disclaimer in a long time that we're not doctors, therapists, anything like that. Again, this is something that just came to my mind that I don't think we've ever set any long-term goals ever. Um, and it could possibly be why year 10 was a little rocky. You never know. Yeah, you never know. But this is the great thing of life because you still get to make that choice. Like I could have made the choice not to ever come on and do this with Trina. We'd have been at 12, 13. Nah, I don't know if we'd have made it. I don't know if I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest, y'all, because we got to be honest with each other. And it has helped out tremendously. And it started with going into our first marriage retreat, marriage conference. I'm gonna continue saying this, y'all. Get with the right people and start investing into these marriage retreats, relationship retreats. And sometimes don't, even if you may not even have nobody, go, because you can go and gain so much just by sitting back and just listening.
Hey,
I mean, just sitting
beautifuls.
back and just hearing other people pour into their relationship, and how what helped them. Try it, try it. You know, um, so you got, like I said, you got several goals. Like if you're a new couple, right? You got to ask this question: how many kids you want? Do you want kids? You know, these are these are questions that you have to ask and things like that. So goals, where, Jay Sunshine, we can go into the. We're gonna wait till after that and then really see. But goals is tremendous. It would help out, I think, in a lot of arguments, and let's just say chores. Chores could be a goal, right? It could be a goal. Uh, I know that certain things in relationships could be detrimental to relationships and things. So if you just open it out front in front of it, then it might work out a little better.
I think the biggest thing to do is like don't or to consider is don't just make goals just for the sake of goals, right? Because
Okay.
sometimes I think if you setting this goal and it's something that's like truly unrealistic for you in your current
To
situation. Like if you saying my goal is to have, a 3 acre house by the end of 2025. Well, if your credit score is only at two something, that's not really
That's not
realistic for you.
realistic
Like
at
I
all.
know God can do anything, right? I know that. But I think it's still possible. Like really think about, okay, God can do anything. So God can give you that 3 million, that 3 acre house. But if you're not prepared, if you haven't done the necessary steps to be able to maintain that
That
three
that
acre
right,
house,
right.
then is that really a
It's
realistic
it's
goal?
it's
Like
not, because you'll be in it. You might be in it, but then you out of it just as fast as you got in it, because you didn't make any. You just, like, it's like God's preparing you, right? So you just got there and was like, oh, I could do it. But when you got there, you was like, no, I really can't do this.
mm-hmm.
This is not feasible. So it's setting obtainable goals and not, I would say, what's the word? Fantasy goals, I guess.
I
uh
mean, I get, how, because I'm big on this about, you know, setting intentions and visualizing and manifesting. I see that, right? Like the things that I see are so much bigger than what I know is possible for right now.
right.
But I also know God is not impossible. So if I see it, then I know it will come true at some. Well, that's funny because that thing say dream until your dreams come true. Um,
Right in
I
front of us.
know, you know, what is possible because when I can visualize it and I can see it, that gives me hope, right? It gives me something to work towards. But it's about, like Jay talked about last week, like it's important to take action
Hmm.
because if I have the goal, but I don't lay out steps or ask for guidance from God on how to lay out the steps to get there, then I'm going to be pissed because,
Go back to reading them instructions, right?
right. Like because I didn't read everything or I didn't follow all the steps. Like I'm trying to make, like I'm thinking about making a cake. When you're making a cake, you can't just think, okay, I'm gonna open up the box, so I'm gonna do the flour and the sugar and all the other stuff, and think you're gonna throw it in the pan and bake. Like you
Right.
got to make sure it's eggs and oil and butter and all of the other
Hmm.
stuff, and then see how it all flows and mixes together. And I
Yep.
think although the goal is the end game, so the goal is the cake, I gotta have the steps in between that to be able to get there.
Yep.
Right? Like if we're saying, okay, we got a goal of I don't know. Give me an example. What's one of the goals you think about?
So honestly, babe, you know my goal is to have a single family home. That is one of my biggest goals, and it's probably more so for the for the kids aspect because one, we in a 3 bedroom, we got 3 kids, so we love for everyone to have their own room, and then we just need a little bit more space. We've definitely outgrown what we're in, and then at the end of the day, having a space for you that you could just call yourself. And then when you need to shut us out and be in your world, you can shut us out. And it's not a bad thing. I that's my goal. That's one of my goals. And I feel like it's very achievable. Um, but yeah, that's one of my goals. And I wouldn't say 3 acres, but at least maybe one. Um, and me and Trina, we discuss this all the time because I it's you get one of the things that you get tired of being so close to people. Not in a bad way, but in a way of I just when I come home, I just wanted to see y'all. I've been
Yeah,
with the
like I don't
public
want to
all
look
day.
out my kitchen window and I can see into my neighbor's kitchen window
Like,
at the same time. Like I want the house, but not. But yeah,
yeah, and so the biggest thing that I because I talk to people about it all the time. The biggest thing in Prince George's County is we spend so much money on a house, but not enough on our land. So we have all this house, but no land, nowhere to park. So we don't do a whole lot of entertaining, but when we do entertain, we don't want nobody to have to walk a block just to come to the house or drop somebody off, then go get the car and come back. It's so. But the biggest thing is just so the kids can have their space as well, and Trina have a space. I definitely feel like, yeah, because I know what you'll do to the room to make that yours. So, but yeah, that's probably I don't want to say my only goal, but that's my biggest goal that I would say, um, family wise. I don't have any. I do have a goal just for myself, but that's just to move up in my workplace. But yeah, I'm looking for family goals and things like that now. Um, yeah, no neighbors close, man. No neighbors close. I don't want to be like this, but I'm touching my neighbor. But
hmm
I do want to have neighbors. They invite them over and things like that because it's great to have good neighbors. But you know, back to regular broadcast situation. So, you got any family or self?
I don't know right now. I think one is just really getting back to that family dinner time, like Sundays, how we used to do, or because during the week it's hard to get everybody together.
Man, our kids schedule crazy now.
But getting back to making sure that all of us are like at Sunday dinner
Now,
type
when
of
you
thing.
say all of us, are we just talking about who lives in the house?
I'm starting there.
Okay,
I'm
all
starting
right,
there.
because we got to see how because Kayla's been trying to get us back.
Yeah, she's been doing the bigger
Right,
overarching,
right. So
and
that's why
so
I was
that's
asking:
yeah.
Are we
So
doing
that
just
I mean
in
that
the
ties
house?
eventually into it too. But I think just starting for us is just getting back to that and just making sure, like you know, although I know basketball season is coming up for next, so we might have games on Sundays or
Nah,
however
we.
it's
I
going
think
to
we'll be
work.
good on
But
Sunday.
just getting back to that.
That's a great goal. That's a great goal, but that's another achievable, obtainable goal. That we can reach for, and I feel like it can easily be done. We just have to be more intentional on making it happen. But we run so much on the weekends that is crazy.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but I think basketball is a lot better because he didn't have any. It was all games was on Saturday last year, so I think we could definitely do that at least for the winter time. Now, when we get back to soccer and things, who knows? But back to goals. Um, one thing that I was looking at, it says goals provide a sense of direction and purpose in a relationship. And it's not, like I said, this is not a just a marriage thing. This is all types of relationships that you could use goal setting for. Um,
Like
um,
when you dating, where we going with this? Like,
yeah,
where you envision for?
right, right.
Yep.
Then it says goal settings can give you and your partner, something to work towards, celebrate, and then also reminders to celebrate those accomplishments that y'all may have had individually or that y'all may have done together. We don't celebrate ourselves enough when we do great things, when we do get that goal that we set and we reach that goal. Um, I don't think she likes for me to talk about it, but I'm going to tell. Trina just got. Did you tell the people, babe? I don't know if she told the people, but I'm going to tell the people.
Not yet, because I was waiting for everything to be short
Okay.
up
All
first.
right. Well, we're gonna speak it to existence because it's gonna be showed up, and she is great at what she do. But she's been enjoying her time as a teacher, and it's crazy how God puts things in perspective in places for you, right? So she also has got a, would you say, a contract, babe, with Montgomery County with her, would you say, beautiful line.
Yep, under hello, my name is Beautiful.
And when can you say the last time that you did something for young girls? Would you say Ariana's birthday?
Yeah.
So that's why I said God is intentional. God intentionally put her in a place to go out there to be this sub. So that way, when she does go into her realm of the beautiful things, she's prepared for it all. You're going to be so prepared for it because you're walking the steps now with this sub thing. And then once that beautiful comes together, this is going to be magnificent because you're it's in it's been being intentionally put in place. So would you say that that was a goal? No, but it is.
No, so it was
To
actually
be a,
not the teacher
right,
part,
right, right, right.
but the mentoring program was a goal. It was one of those. I don't know if I wrote it during Jay's event last year or shortly thereafter. Um, but it was one of the goals was to have a mentoring program for girls. And
And she wrote it down.
I wrote it down. And now I can check it off the list because it's done. And just seeing that, um, I think what's just so beautiful about it is just that seeing how, like, as I was planning Ariana's birthday party, but 2 year whatever time frame ago,
I was 10, so that was 2 years ago. Cause
and I
she's about to be
had
11, maybe 9.
there was the revelation that I had about myself in planning her party, that although the party was for her and her friends, it was also for me as well. It was for the 10-year-old
And for
Katrina.
yourself.
And like y'all, I had so much fun, like at the photo booth, like just to say, like I had a whole lot of fun. But and I realized that the little 10-year-old within me, right, needed to be healed, needed to be reassured, needed to be reminded that she was safe, that she was beautiful. And in realizing that, I believe and know that if the little girl, the little boy within can be healed and remind, not even healed, but just reassured that they're safe. Because I think we all look for
I feel
safety and
like that
security,
safe space.
and that we matter, that and we're beautiful, capable, worthy, all of those different things. That when that little person knows that, as we become older and as we become adults, right?
Hmm.
There's nothing we can't believe about ourselves. Because
Hmm.
if we can create that foundation early, if we can hold on and adapt that
And really believe it.
and really believe it, then there's nothing we can't.
It's nothing can stop you.
Right.
Nothing can stop you.
And so the way
Only thing
God,
that can stop you is yourself.
yep.
That's it. That's it. Nothing can stop you. Nothing that's put in front of you. But again, like you said, you have to go back to. It's not for Trina. She said it was 10. For somebody else, it might be 5. Somebody else, it might be 7. Somebody else, it might be 20. You know, you got to figure out where in your life that you might have been like, you know what, I was in shambles. I was in shambles at that point. It doesn't even matter what age you was.
Mm-hmm.
You just have to figure out, all right, where in my life now. This is you being intentional on really saying, okay, at this point in my life, bro, I was really gone. I don't know what I was doing. I just was going through the motions.
That, listen, when that revelation that God showed me through working with Felicia and work doing the work, it was like it was just like I can't describe it. It was just like, oh, okay. Like everything became clear. And knowing that Get Back to Beautiful, the devotional was written, right?
Mm-hmm.
Prior to getting the revelation about the 10-year-old self, realizing that launching Get Back to Beautiful course that we had. So taking the devotional, building the course, and now realizing that the course initially, when I was thinking about it, was thinking it was for women.
Mm-hmm.
But God was like, no, the same issues that you talk about in the devotional, the same issues that you talk about in the course for women are the things that need to be not revamped, but like tailored for girls.
For the young ones, for the young ladies.
And seeing, like, as I'm sitting down and I'm like, oh, this week we dealt with this to see how it all correlates and how it responds. And me going in to the contract, right, with an 8-week program,
Mm-hmm.
and we were good, like papers, everything was good. And then to come back months or so later, because I hadn't heard anything. So I'm like, well, maybe we're not moving forward, what have you, to now having conversations of, oh, now we need it to be 15 weeks.
Little birdie was talking to somebody else.
Right.
That's all that was.
And
it was like 8 weeks ain't enough for this. We need more weeks of this.
And when as I'm sitting down and I'm coming up with topics with 15, and I'm like, I got 15. Oh no, I got 20. Oh, so now I'm like, oh, it's a whole thing. Like this is, a summer camp,
It's
like
a whole
all of
curriculum.
This is just, it's amazing to see how putting it on paper and seeing how what you think is a dream, what you think is maybe something that, oh, it's just, I'm just going to write it down. Like, I don't know how to.
I'm going to stop you real quick. 10 years ago, would you say this was a goal?
No, it wasn't. That's what I'm saying. All of this manifest. You wasn't listening.
No. I was listening, babe. I was listening. I intentionally did that because this 10 years ago, this wasn't even a goal for you.
But that's where I'm saying is that to see how one dream, how you think one thing is, but then God has something better,
Yeah.
right? Because here's the thing, we could sabotage ourselves, self-sabotage our dreams and our goals that God has for us because we think, oh, I can't do it.
Fear.
The fear, right? We think we're not capable of it. We think whatever excuse we throw at it.
Because that's what we do.
Excuses,
Yeah.
right? We procrastinate. We think, oh, I can't do this, whatever it is. And so we table the idea because you're like, I can't do this.
And sometimes might even table it. They might sweep that joint on the rug. So
right.
Out of sight, out of mind.
But that's where God comes in and the grace comes in. And he like, listen, you can't do it, but I can.
We
And
can.
all it is trusting in him and knowing, like, okay, God, you want me to do what? Okay, how what we doing? And to go here, I'm thinking small of 8 weeks,
He
and
had
now
bigger
that's
plans.
doubled.
Yeah, he had bigger plans. That's why I said
And I
that
still
it was a
got some.
birdie.
It's
It was a
and but
birdie talking to
then
somebody.
what got to me was is each of the weeks that I have,
Mhm.
you know, when they talk about how can you make more money from it, I'm like, oh, I could do a training or a seminar on that. That's a speaking topic.
Right, right.
Like, okay, we could do a journal. We could do like it's just.
More and more ideas are turning and
But I'm
turning
but
and
I but I'm
turning.
realizing that's how I think. But you have to also be cautious with all of that too, right? Because the ideas become turning because you're like, oh, I can make revenue off of it. But God is like, did I really tell you to do that, or did I just give you the idea right now? Like
Yeah,
then we
yeah,
go down that whole rabbit hole
yeah,
of
yeah.
trying to do it. So I think like it's good to have a goal, but we also have to um God got me dealing with being in alignment. We have to, he said,
Say it.
we have to make sure that the goal is in alignment with his vision and his for our lives.
You got to.
And that's the only thing. So like we could see we want one thing, but then God is like, I didn't tell you that's what
Yeah,
I
you
wanted you
you
to have.
pivot too hard.
Here, this is what I want you to do. So it gets back into if God is telling us, okay, we just want the 1 acre. Right. No, we're saying we
We
want the
want,
one
yeah, yeah,
acre.
yeah.
But God is like, no, no, no. But you need the 3 acres because now you're going to build a community center for the kids, right? And
Hey,
workshop, like all.
hey.
So that's where I'm saying it's like, okay, we have to be flexible with the goals. Like smart is the thing, right? Just the set, whatever they are, specific,
And that's funny because
all
that
of them
that that
things.
popped up when
But
it happened.
also pulling in J stuff and having the faith and understanding, like, okay, I could have smart, but if my faith and my relationship with God is guiding me towards something bigger,
Right.
then I'm going for gold.
I got to.
I
Why,
don't have a
why
choice.
settle?
That part.
Why settle
That
when
part.
you can go for the goal?
Oh, I ain't
Because
see all these. Thank y'all.
because at the end of the day, right? If we if life is a game, the whole object of the game is to win the game, and you can only do that by stepping out with faith. You got to. You got to. You got to step with him. Cause he gonna lead your path.
And
He
this
will light that path. When we think it's dark, when we think like, man, you look down that alley, man, it's dark down there. But as you walking, the path lighten up. Every step you take, the path lighten up. When you walk with him like that.
and it's funny because not funny, but it's just again showing you when God is intentional about stuff is that you know, we're going into the new year. So you know, everyone we're gearing up for the goals and starting new and things like that. But past the battle of Zion is teaching on peace,
Mm.
right? And the first one that he talked about was trust. Like you have to trust God that when even though when it feels like the boat is
Yeah,
rocking,
yeah,
like
yeah.
I got to get off this ship because I'm. But he like, no, trust
Trust me,
me
we're gonna get through the storm
and
together.
standing in it because like you can't have peace unless you trust. You can't have faith unless you trust. You can't believe unless you trust. And it's like I know belief and faith and like all still resemble, but it's there's differences,
Yeah,
and it's just understanding like okay, whatever it looks like from the physical eye, trusting and knowing that it's already happening in the
it's
spiritual
already
side
happening.
of things, and it's
Yeah,
just a matter of it manifesting here.
to get down to you.
But it's trust, and you
And
cannot set a goal. You cannot have a goal. You cannot set an intention, a manifestation, a visualization for something that you want unless you trust.
yeah, yeah,
Because trust is going to be important. One, when the fear kicks in and you kind of like, God, I can't do this, right?
yeah,
Fear is also trust is going to have to also be important because then you're going to have your family members. What you
yeah,
mean you leaving your job?
yeah,
What you gonna do
yeah.
about retirement?
Maybe.
What you why how y'all just gonna leave the state? Cause you want like they gonna the
We out of
naysayers
here
gonna come in, right?
because they don't believe.
But it's still staying focused on that trust. God, I heard what you said, I see what you said, but everybody talking in your ear. And what's going who you gonna believe? Him or them?
Right. Definitely believe in yourself and believe in him. Cause when you trust yourself and you trust him,
Come on, Tiff. I received that. Definitely need more than one A.
it's 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 going to enlighten you. Because it, again, in no relationship, I don't care what relationship we speaking of. If you don't trust the person, your friend, your husband, your wife, your sister, your brother, if you don't trust that person, what are you in it for? What really? Why are you in it? I don't understand. You got to ask yourself that question. If I don't trust myself, I don't trust my spouse. What are we in it for? It's going to be, um, it'll be tough.
I got a confession to make.
Oh, on here, she don't trust me. Oh, that's. I hope that at least that's what it is. She ain't gonna tell me something else. Oh Lord, hey, pray for me. Pray for me, y'all.
Okay. If you know my story of my job situation, you will definitely understand this. So, for the longest time, you and I have always been the goal of having a big house was the thing.
Okay.
Okay. However, when the job loss happened, and I'm looking at the reality of the income, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is why he's giving me all these messages of trust and alignment. I don't, I have doubt. And I'm working through this because I understand, I know that this is a goal. I know that this is where we want to be. But because why am I confessing this right now?
Because it's time.
But this could have been a private conversation. But okay, so this is a real example, y'all, of how we just living our lives and y'all are just sitting in the living room with us. Um, but I've realized from now what I'm saying that I cannot trust God for all of the other things and not trust God for the house.
Absolutely.
So that's my confession. It's out there, God. I got it. Got it out there.
Ooh, boy, y'all don't even understand, boy. Let me see if I can put my heart back in my heart in my chest because it was
Listen.
definitely in my stomach.
No, it wasn't bad. I mean, it because now it's like now that it's out there, and I understand that, oh, Trina, you have to trust. You cannot doubt the fact of yes, the income may not be the same as what it once was. God is still laying the foundation of what is.
Yes.
And so I can no longer doubt us having the house because of the income that's no longer there, because it's there. It's just not physically here yet.
Yeah, because it's there. And
The ideas I got, like, it's
because
yeah.
there will be, it will be, it will be, and that 2.5, 3 acres with the we don't have a camp name yet, but that's definitely gonna be in the makings, in the mix of things as well.
So I don't remember where I heard this from. Um, but it was we were right. It might have been Alicia when she was saying, I don't know, somewhere along the lines. But it was when we're saying our prayers and or writing out, must have been something we were journaling. And the comment was, God, give me this or something better. And for me, that has been, God, this is my prayer. This is my desire. So give me this or give me something better. And like to hold on to that and know, like, okay, God, I'm okay with the 3 acres. If that's the better. But at least I want the one. Don't say what name on here.
Don't say the name on here.
But what name?
Oh, I think she was saying of the. I think Are you talking about of the camp that we're envisioning?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know if that's
oh.
what Tiff's talking
Maybe
about or
that's what
not,
she's.
but maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, oh man, I just got lost for a second because I was about to comment off what you said.
What about give me this or something better?
Yes, yes. So how long were you telling me that you weren't happy with being an accountant anymore?
Listen. I know.
So this
I
is your
know
better now.
this. Yeah, trust me. I know this is the better. Oh yes. Okay. Um, I know that this is the better. I know that this is the. I know. Listen, trust and believe. On June 5th, 2023, when I got the call, I realized that the prayer that I had been praying about being released, that was
Yeah,
being answered. Now, granted, in the midst of it happening on that day, it didn't. I didn't have that
of course not.
revelation.
You
But
weren't
days later, after
because
you get
of
over the, thoughts, oh, I'm being rejected. Like once you get past all of that stuff, you started realizing, like, oh, okay,
hey,
okay,
he
this
just
is
I just closed one chapter to open up several more
right. Because
chapters.
it was the job was standing in the way of doing what I
Yes,
needed to do.
yes, it was blocking your creativity of here. It was just blocking it.
Oh, see, Jay. Yeah, Jay, if y'all really, she has told this story, but God is famous for giving her one topic on stuff and then coming back and switching it all up. And I just love her ability to be able to pivot
Ooh, yes.
when he says pivot, like your obedience over the sacrifice is like a true example of what you're a true example of what that means to know, oh, I gotta pivot. Right. So
Yeah.
thank you for that, Jay. Thank you for being that
Keep
example.
and I say keep telling that story because I think that's what exactly what it's for. Sometimes when I speak of myself and I kind of tell my story on how I got to where I am now, sometimes I'll be feeling like I'm bragging, but it's not bragging so much. It's just that where you came from, you want everybody to understand that anybody can be pulled out the mud. Everybody can be pulled out the mud, but you gotta be willing to pull yourself up out the mud as God is pulling you up. You gotta push down off the mud to help you get yourself out of there as well. Um, and don't fight it. Don't fight those urges, man. I tell you all the time. Me and my director, we speak heavily to each other about things. And he told me some stuff that was going on, and I said, "Dude, remember what I said that how I changed my perspective about how I look at things on a positivity, right? When I said we always, it's the biggest thing that we love to say is that the devil's attacking us. I say this probably on every podcast or whatever we call this situation we be on, that which I love it.
It's real life.
Real life. There you go. Real talk. Real talk. That is God is preparing you for that bigger situation that's coming up or that bigger goal that you set is coming. So it's just keeping your eye on that song, keeping your eye on the sparrow, keeping your eye.
Oh, I thought she was getting right singing just
Oh, I
now.
don't know all the words. Like so, if I give you,
I thought she was getting ready to start.
you want to sing with me? You want to sing with me, baby? We gotta.
I'm sorry. Singing is not my ministry, and I am okay with it.
It ain't mine, but I do it because in my ears I sound wonderful, wonderful.
Like I got enough to carry it too, but I ain't about to be singing it on here.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, but yeah. So goal setting is big. I'm gonna slide down just a little bit further. Cause some of the goals that I was looking at, like learning each other's love language, that's kind of like stuff that you should do. Even all right, so even if you are deep in your relationship and you don't know what your spouse's love language is, you don't know what your your boyfriend, girlfriend, you don't know what they love language is, learn it because they helped me so much with Trina, with understanding her love language. Oh,
Oh my
mm,
gosh.
it's not late yet. We're gonna go past that one.
I
um,
cannot with you.
I mean, oh man, like some of these things, like
See, Jay said you want to sing it too.
uh, oh dang, play a question game together. But so everybody nowadays has a platform, right? Because of the internet. When we research things, make sure that when you're researching them that it aligns with what you're doing. Because we could go in and look at some stuff that people be saying and then get lost. So just I because I always research while I'm researching, just so that way if I get to speaking on a topic that I understand it enough.
Okay, but you going into specifics now, and we
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
almost
yeah,
done.
yeah. I know. That's why I was just kept scrolling. That's why I kept scrolling because I was like, ah. So now let's ask this question real quick, real quick. Um, if your spouse, right? Like Trina likes to work out. I hate working out. I did it so much in my life. I hate it. That could be a goal that y'all do together.
Oh, really?
I'm not. No, 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 no. I just said that. Listen, listen, listen. This you didn't hear me this time. I
I
don't like
did
doing it.
hear
I don't
you.
like doing it
I
anymore.
know that's not your thing, but I also feel like you can't go for a walk with me.
Oh no, 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 no. We could definitely go for walks. It's the like getting up and having an instructor work you out. That stuff. I did that for so long. And it's so sad, y'all. It's so sad, man. I work at a place that has a gym, and I want to know what I do. I'm gonna tell y'all because I tell my customers this, my participants that come in, my people that come in. They're like, Dre, we'll never see you work out. I say, yeah, I work out my mouth when I come in. I talk to y'all, say hello, and I get up on that stairmaster to turn the TV on for you. That's enough workout for me today.
Oh my god.
But it's a mindset though, and I guess for me growing up, it wasn't so much a mindset for me. It was more of a man, you gotta do this because you need to be bigger, stronger, faster to play this sport. So it was not here, but more, I guess, a mental thing. Yeah, I need to be bigger, stronger, faster, and it wasn't a passion. Like working out wasn't a passion.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure once you get to a certain age, then you're gonna realize, okay, I need to
I should have never stopped.
do that's the that part.
And I say that
Okay, so when we
because
going
I'm
walking.
and not now.
Look,
It's like
see,
20.
Jay said the same thing.
It's negative 22 degrees outside right now. I just came back in here.
I got a
But
gym membership. You can
okay.
come for free.
All
Like
right. All right. You gotta make on so all right. We're setting a goal.
okay.
Once a month, we will go walking.
Once a month.
That's a start. Gotta start somewhere. I could have said once a year. I said once a month. I said once a month. No, 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 no. But seriously, man, seriously. I would definitely on we are being recorded live.
I'm gonna go back and say just that little piece
All right.
that you just said.
we are being recorded live, right? This is a goal that we're setting. We not down here, but definitely going on walks and things like that. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do
Listen,
it. Let's do
we
it.
can we gonna
Anybody
have a
else?
group
We
walking
gonna have.
trip.
We about to do a couples challenge.
Oh,
All
now see if it's a challenge, you'll do it.
right, no challenge, no challenge. Take it off the table. Take it off the table. Take it off the table. Because is Rick on here and is my man Mike on here? I think we still are old. We ain't got it yet. That was 5 years ago.
Oh,
Hmm?
you see what Jay say? Working out might be a connection to trauma for you.
I don't know.
I just think you just had done it for
I did it for
all.
so long,
Yeah, but
and like I mean, cause like
it's something to
from
start praying about.
eighth grade all the way to 21, I was working out.
You mean lifting weights,
Yes,
working out? Because I was
lifting
gonna say you
weights.
was playing little like before
Yeah,
that.
yeah, no. I mean like lifting weights
Oh,
and well,
CJ, this is what I'm dealing with once a month.
hey, listen, y'all. I said
It's
you
a start.
gotta start somewhere. As a baby, you didn't get out that wound and just start sprinting. You took that first crawl. That was a once a month.
So this the crawl is once a
That's
month.
once a month.
Okay.
Then we
Okay.
could work to that. Oh, he took one step. Now that's twice a month. But no. On a serious note, babe, that's the goal for us in 2025. Give me a month to prepare myself
What
mentally.
you got to do to walk?
Prepare myself mentally for this
What
great
kind?
goal that we're gonna
What
have.
kind of mental preparation do you need to walk? I ain't saying walk 8 miles. Just give me a mile. Not even a. Give me
No. If we on what like that treadmill or elliptical,
the
if we
treadmill. I
on
don't do
that
the
and I get
elliptical.
the and I can look over you now, you gonna have your headphones in now listening to
I
me.
always just have one. No, I have two in.
All
But
right,
you got the TVs.
babe. You remember when we was on vacation and we worked out together. I had to leave because I had the BGs, but we worked out together for a little bit. For a little bit, you was on the treadmill and I was on my bike doing my thing. I was on the bike, y'all. Not listen. I wasn't even on the bike that you move your arms. I'm sitting in the chair, TV right here, bang, bang. Oh, babe, I gotta go. I gotta go. I think the workout worked it down. That's the only thing I could come up with. But yeah,
I
and,
cannot.
and listen, babe, I enjoyed that time that we had. It might have been 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I enjoyed that time. So we got definitely, babe. Yes. Yeah.
All right, then we gonna get this charged to Tiffany and Rick.
Yeah.
Y'all create the challenge.
No, we don't need to do no challenge. We ain't got to do no challenge. I go back to that time, honestly, babe. I don't know where we were. I can't remember where we were, but I do remember. Of course, I had my flip flops on, so I didn't
Had to been
come.
in Williamsburg.
Nah. This workout place was way better.
Oh, okay.
This workout, and it was just us.
Oh no, we were in Mexico.
Yeah, it was just us.
We were in Mexico.
I didn't go down there intentionally to work out because I had on flip flops, but I saw the bike. And I loved it. Okay, I can sit and watch TV and just paddle, and I'm on it, y'all. Like I'm seeing it. I gotta go. Gotta go, mate. I'll be back.
Don't entertain him,
Yeah.
y'all.
Gotta go. I'll try to come back, but by the time I was done, she was in the room.
Oh,
So
I can't.
I went. But I'm intentionally going now, y'all.
Tipsy, can you walk around indoors in your gym?
Yes.
Is big enough to do that?
Yeah, they got a whole basketball court. They just walk around.
Walk around on the outside.
Yeah. Just the no, not the outside. So at my spot, as long as it's open gym time, then we allow people to come in because we have a couple seniors that are coming in the morning and they'll walk in the gym instead of like walking on the treadmill because a lot of them may not be able to step up onto the treadmill. They'll just walk around inside the gym.
Oh
yeah. But yeah. I don't go nowhere without my flip flops, y'all. Nowhere. Matter of fact, hold up. I just came back from dropping Nick off, and that's how I went. Flip flopped up.
As cold as it is outside.
Flip flopped up, y'all.
Oh,
I'm
how
always
do we get onto this topic right now?
Setting goals. But yeah. So we in there. Where you go?
Once a month.
Where you go?
The Planet Fitness.
Where that's at?
It's one in Bowie. It's one in.
Man, we're gonna have to do this like it's 24 hours.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because when you get up at 5 That ain't good. That's not good for me.
Oh, okay.
That's not a good time for me. But I might have to. But
Well,
then,
I can't do it in the morning now because of work.
right. So that works out. See how God worked?
Oh
So
my
we definitely about to hit the
gosh.
evenings. Or I could stop during lunchtime. And then I might have to go back to the shower. So we're gonna have to figure it out in the evening. But unscripted, y'all. Goal setting. And we just set one tonight. And the funny thing is, me and Trina ain't really even make no family goals, but we are on
We
one. We
going.
started with
We
one.
got one.
About
But
one.
it's definitely
Two,
something.
actually, two.
The-
The Sunday dinners.
Oh yeah.
So we got two. And that's one for us and one for the family. We are making progress together.
They still cracking up about your flip flop.
Yeah, that man, they with me all the time, y'all. So
All right. So when y'all sit down with your relationship partner, spouse, friend, family, whatever it is, come back and let us know what your first goal is.
yes, because we got two. Start somewhere. That's all
Start
that matters. Start somewhere. Thank y'all
Thanks
again
for riding with this
for being with
week.
us. Because like I always say, y'all could be anywhere in the world, but y'all chose to be here with us. So we definitely appreciate you. This was a good time, fun time as always.
You and yours.
Set those goals, y'all, because they definitely Trina's a prime example of it. Of setting one goal and how it can open up more. So again, signing off, Mr. and Mrs.
Beautiful.
You gotta say your side, man. I can't speak for you. So we'll take one.
Thank y'all for joining us on Unscripted Beautiful Life. We will talk to y'all next week.
Bye bye, y'all.
Thank you.